What's up, everyone? This is DYANAROZAY. Welcome to my channel. Y'all see the thumbnail, so you know exactly why you're here. I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. I have a variety for you guys today, so if you haven't already, please hit your like, subscribe, and your notification bell because that is how others find me. Follow me on Instagram at DYANAROZAY and follow me on Facebook, which is a private group called DYANAROZAY Real Talk. You will have to answer some questions in order to get in there. If you answer them wrong, you will be declined, but you can reapply. Just answer the questions correctly, okay? And make sure you answer them too, because a lot of y'all come over, you ask to be let in, but you don't even answer the question. It's the simplest question in the doggone world. Outside of that, you guys, y'all already know. I appreciate every single one of you for rocking with me. So let's get cracking on these stories because, baby, people are shaking the table, okay? Starting with this one right here. Let's talk about it. Look, I played a video for you guys the other day where I showed Cardi B, the video showed Cardi B striking an audience member, someone who is a fan watching the show. They had doused like water or ice at her, and she took that microphone, she wheeled it back, and she clocked them in the head. Anyways, that person went on down to the Vegas Police Department, and Vegas police said, we don't see anything. The charges has been dropped. So criminal charges have been dropped. That does not mean that a civil suit still can't be filed. So we will keep an eye on that just to see. I also played a video for you or posted a video for you in my Facebook group, DYANAROZAY Real Talk, that showed Cardi B doing the exact same thing the day before to her DJ. She was on stage rapping. She went walking down that stage. I'm not sure what that DJ did, but when I tell you, she threw that damn microphone like she was a baseball player or something, straight from the Dominican Republic. She hauled that microphone all the way back behind her head and clocked him. Okay, I don't know if she actually hit him, but she did throw it hard as hell. Either way, it looks like throwing the mic is what she likes to do. Another thing that she likes to do is go commando. I saw some video, which I will not play here, but I saw some video on Twitter, which is now called X. So if you have the Twitter app and you can't find it on your phone, it's because it's called X. It's a black box with a white X through it. But anyway, y'all can go over there and Google it or whatever you do. Put in a search bar for Cardi B. You will see Cardi B on stage performing, patting her poom poom, completely commando under there. Okay, she got this little short dress on, completely commando. Someone has a cell phone video on the whole thing. You see this white string coming from between her. It is clearly a tampon string. Let me just say this. I know a lot of people were talking about how Tasha K is this, that, and the other. How, people just want to tear her completely down because of things. Cardi B is uncouth, okay? She is just as uncouth, if not more, like times a million than than Tasha K at this point. There's a whole lot of things that she does on stage with her body, and I realize she's an ex-stripper or something like that. But when you go to I don't know, if I go to a rap concert, I'm not expecting to see all that. That's extra. That's extra that I did not pay for and that I don't want. Okay, but anyway, y'all can tell me in the comments how y'all feel about it. There's just some things that I don't know. Like I said, uncouth. Okay, now let's do a follow-up story on this one. This is Lizzo. So y'all see it right there. It says Lizzo's former doc director doubles down on claims that the singer is unkind, arrogant, that she is a narcissistic bully, and that she has built her brand off of lies. Basically saying that who we see, with Lizzo performing, who she pretends, quote unquote, to be, when she's saying that she's an advocate for, against body shaming and all of those things, because she does carry herself like that. Like, listen, I am about women, I'm about body positivity, things like that. She said all of that is a bunch of lies. So big girl touring, where she has all of these, plus size dancers showing people that we are all beautiful no matter what shape or size we come in. This particular woman right here is saying that is a crock of lies, okay? Her name is your girl Sophia on IG, and she said, I don't usually comment on anything pop culture related. However, in 2019, I traveled a bit with Lizzo to be the director of her documentary. And she said that she walked away after only being there for 2 weeks because because she said she was treated with such disrespect. I was treated with such disrespect by her, is what your girl Sophia is saying. She said she also witnessed a lot of arrogance, self centeredness. She said that she is unkind. Hmm. She's okay. Sophia is also saying that she wasn't protected and was thrown into a situation with very little support. She said that her spirit told her to run as fast as she could so that she can get away from that girl. She said she didn't trust her at all, y'all. So I told you the other day that Beyonce took Lizzo's name out of her song. So the day after all of that went public, Beyonce, who is now on tour, got word of it, and she was like, okay, well, I don't want to, seem like I am supporting something that may, turn ugly. And it is, it's turning very ugly. Sophia also said that she was gaslit, that she was deeply hurt. She has since healed, but now that these reports are coming out, she understands and realizes that what happened to her wasn't a one off. She said that Lizzo and her camp are dangerous. That they put people in dangerous situations where there is an abuse of power, and she said that she respects and sends loves to the dancers. She also said, y'all, that since Sophia, has spoken out, that other people have come to her and privately shared similar experiences. So she has been affirmed by people who witness Lizzo's behavior. She said Lizzo creates extremely toxic and hostile work environments, that she undermines the people that work for her, their labor, their authority, other Black and Brown women in the process. Um, Jesus. She said that the documentary that she was hired to do ended up being completed by a cis white man. She continued, she said that Lizzo is a narcissist. She is a bully, that she has built her brand on lies. She was excited to support and protect the Black woman she thought Lizzo was when she started the process. However, she said it was all a facade and she could not do it. She said, again, doubles down and says that she stands with the dancers and anyone who has had a similar experience working for Lizzo or her team. The working conditions are not okay. So, wow. I just wanted to put that out there. Again, these stories are unfolding. A lot of people, I saw another story where there was a young lady who said she used to work, I guess, at MTV, and that Lizzo came in and stole her boyfriend. She said, I used to come onto the set and be like, hey, girl, what's up, or whatever. She said Lizzo would look at her and just snub her like, I don't have time for you. And she said she ended up finding out later that Lizzo started dating her boyfriend. She said, I don't blame Lizzo for that, but she said that she also saw Lizzo as unkind, not just to her, but to others. She was like, there were other people on her team that were very nice and polite, but Lizzo had an arrogance or a persona that was just like rock hard, didn't want to engage. Again, sometimes people don't want to engage with people, especially if you're dating somebody else's man. That could be the case. But this was another young woman's story who is shared that on TikTok. Now let's talk about this one right here. This is Shirlene Quigley. So I talked to you guys about her the other day as well. She was actually on tour with Lizzo. She is considered her, I think she's her lead dance instructor, something like that. Let me make sure I get the right picture up for y'all. I'm sorry. Here we go. Here's a better picture. Shirlene Quigley. So Shirlene Quigley has a very interesting story. She knows a lot of people in the industry too. But Shirlene Quigley is one of the people that was named as an abusive boss. Let's put it that way. So she was one of the people named. So it's actually Lizzo who is named. This lady right here, Shirlene Quigley, along with the Big Girl Big Touring. I guess that's the dance group. So all of those people were named by these three: Crystal Williams, Ariana Davis, and Noel Rodriguez. So Crystal and Ariana were fired. Noel ended up quitting. Okay. And this was all leading up to this lawsuit. And these are the three people that are in it so far. These are the plaintiffs, I should say. But, anyways, let's get more into Charlene. So, Charlene, if you go to her IG page. Miss Charlene has a lot going on, you guys. She is very, very religious, speaks prayer and the word all the time. But the ladies in the lawsuit are also saying that she abused them, trying to, I don't know, convert them, speaking gospel over them, saying certain things like, if you don't do this, this won't be favored. So basically abusing them, using religion to abuse them or control them in in the environment, in their work environment, which is actually very, very dangerous. You guys should know that. But she has an interesting past. She was actually reported missing, I believe, in 2019. And a whole bunch of people, again, who know her and love her, had come out and tried to help find her. Or excuse me, it was 2016 that she disappeared. This is a picture of her with Rihanna. And when she disappeared in 2016, Rihanna even had posted a message saying, "This beautiful soul and a former dancer of mine is missing. My heart aches thinking of how heavy this may be on all who love her. If anyone has seen her or has information about her, please send information to Shirlene Quigley for her whereabouts." She had put that out there. She ended up being found in New York, you guys, but nobody has been able to find out what had happened to her when she did go missing. So I did want to put that out there because it's just an interesting story. But right now, the people being named in this lawsuit is Lizzo herself, this young lady, Shirlene Quigley, and the Big Girl Big Touring dance crew. Okay, so there's more people in this team. But y'all can let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. As of right now, Lizzo has lawyered up, and she has the same exact lawyer that these six men you see there have. Okay, Bill Cosby, Johnny Depp, Charlie Sheen, Chris Brown, Brett Ratner, and currently Jonah Hill, who's also being accused of a toxic work environment. So whew, we will see what happens next, y'all, but doggone, this is a juicy one. So mm, 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 mm. Now let's get into this. This is the story you guys saw on the thumbnail. It looks like, again, some people are shaking the table over there at Bravo and NBC. And the reason why I put Melody and Carlos King in this thumbnail is because there has been so many conversations about revenge porn and things of that nature. You know what I'm talking about. That it is interesting. And I wanted to see if this sounds similar. You guys can let me know, but check this out, because I have said repeatedly that I have seen Andy Cohen do some things, including season 13 RHOA, when when the ladies in that house had asked them to turn off the cameras, and then they were doing certain acts in a room that ended up as a part of the audio footage for season 14, or actually season 13, excuse me. So it ended up being part of the audio, and whatever video or whatever that was shown there was also there. So let's get into it. Excuse me, I should say NBC and Bravo, or Bravo, still owns all that audio and all of that video. So it says a number of unnamed reality TV stars are going to war against NBC and Bravo. Attorneys Brian Freeman and Mark Gergos have sent a letter to NBC, and that the letter claimed both the current and former reality TV personalities have been subjected to gross and depraved mistreatment. There are numerous accusations laid out in the letter, and these accusations allege threatening of cast members if they speak out about their mistreatment. This is something that Bethany Frankel said. She said that she was on a boat and that something really horrible had happened out on this boat, where I think people could have lost their lives. She said when they were all brought back in, safe to shore, that NBC, or excuse me, Bravo quickly, and I think NBC and Bravo are under the same umbrella though, they quickly held a meeting where, they were basically making sure that everybody understood this was not to be discussed. And Bethany said, listen, I don't work there anymore, so I can discuss what I want. I don't care what you guys think anymore. I have enough money to do what I'm going to do. You're not, going to, pigeonhole me or blackball me. I'm me. I'm fine. So anyway, it said they had to speak out about the mistreatment and distribution of revenge porn. That seems to be just the tip of the iceberg for the shocking claims. Now, I'm not saying that RHOA is the one who is pushing forward with this, because I'm sure there are many franchises that have had situations that they thought were private on camera, but now that was filmed. But now they're saying that there was mistreatment and distribution, so that the network distributed certain things to people, is what it sounds like. Okay. They're saying that dire circumstances have been ignored. It goes on to say that some reality stars have scorched the earth against NBC, and it appears in particular, Bravo. That's Andy Cohen's little, baby. That's the one he has to protect, claiming that the reality stars have been subjected to grotesque and depraved mistreatment. So that is pretty much the same. But there has been stars on those like those survivor shows. The survivor show I know is one that people had made some complaints about that I saw. There was another one, I think one of the ones where you have to be matched up with someone, like, to get a husband or whatever. And this person said that her husband, the person they had paired her with, was so abusive that she had thought about committing, unaliving herself. And that when she called the network to see if she could get any help, any resources for therapy, they told her no. They told her no. So I just wanted you guys to know how deep that got. And I believe that was an NBC star. Anyway, I told you guys who the lawyers were. Let's get a little deeper into this, y'all. So they basically are accusing these two networks of deliberately attempting to manufacture mental instability by plying cast members with alcohol, depriving them of food and of sleep. Y'all know we've seen certain things in the Big Brother house. And again, I told y'all the other day, I watch all the shows, even though I may not talk about them all. I watch them all, and I watch one person, as particular on Beverly Hills, who definitely was addicted to drugs. People on the cast had accused her of it. She would fight them. There was an instance where this woman was in a hotel room, and they were banging on the door, kicking the door, trying to get her to open it. She would not, and people thought something bad had happened to her. The crew was like, we need to get someone up here to open the door immediately. And her sister ended up climbing through a window because she did not want the front desk to see whatever was behind there. So she climbed through a window and just realized that she was like in a stupor, a drug addicted stupor, basically. And this woman is still on the show today. Okay. But they know that some of these things can be going down, and they just continue to be okay with it. So they're accusing them of denying mental health treatment to the cast. I told you guys that already, denying mental health treatment to the cast, especially members who are displaying obvious and alarming signs of mental deterioration, exploiting minors for uncompensated and sometimes long-term appearances on NBC's reality shows, distributing or condoning the distribution of non-consensual covering up acts of sexual violence, my goodness, refusing to allow cast members the freedom to leave the show, even under dire circumstances. So they're basically saying that, who child, that sometimes they will know that they can't continue on the show, and they won't give them a break. They won't give them a break. They will say, well, you got to push through it. So that's pretty wild, y'all. Yeah, that is pretty wild. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. Let me see if I can find anything else here to further these claims. They said that the revenge P claim is interesting in the letter. The lawyers mention distribution of the revenge P, but they do not elaborate. So basically, they're saying that they should know what they're talking about. The letter also demands that NBC retain a slew of information. They're basically saying you cannot get rid of, you cannot destroy all of this non consensual P in connection with these cast members. The cast members right now, their names are being kept a secret. Um, they also said that NBC has threatened to ruin the cast's career if they spoke about any type of mistreatment. Again, this is all something that Nene Leakes, who came out in the beginning and said, and I know a lot of people are like, why would she stay there? And why is she saying racism after the fact? I can honestly say for myself, I don't know, I can't speak for anybody else, but I have never worked a job where I have not seen or witnessed racism in all of my life. Since I've been employed, you've been able to, work a job. I've never not seen it. I've worked in very mixed groups. I've worked in very high profile settings, and I've always seen racism exhibited by other employees, and sometimes the bosses, and sometimes bosses would watch it happen amongst the employees and not do anything about it. I had one boss in particular, you guys, who I remember there was a young lady, a Black lady, who I won't say her name, but there was a group of women, a group of white women who would mispronounce this young lady's name on purpose, and they knew what they were doing, just being as ignorant and as foul as they can be. And all of those things are clear cut examples of racism and abuse in the workplace. And I remember this person who was a doctor laughing and thinking it was funny when they witnessed it. And I remember saying we need to have some training and some other things, which we did bring in there. But the resolve was these ladies are valuable to this organization and I will not fire them, referring to the white women, and basically that the other one is not as valuable. So people do this all the time. Um, I mean, basically what I'm saying is I have to assume most people have seen, witnessed racism happen in the workplace and not quit their job, because you will be going from job to job to job to job. Is one of those things that you see and you figure out ways to work through it. So when people say that Nene witnessed it and she still stayed, yeah, I bet you more than 99% of the people that witness racism in the workplace will stay at their job. I bet you. But that being said, Nene Leakes has come out and said that there has been some things that happen, and right now, Nene Leakes was the first to say it, and right now, Bethany Frankel, her name is being attached to the person leading the charge. So, we will see what happens. Okay. Right now, NBC has not said anything. No word has been mentioned back. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about all of this in the comments. Okay. I think it is interesting. I cannot wait to see what happens next. We will see if this make changes with reality TV stars, and we'll see if this lawsuit is going to be a boulder that runs down to other platforms like OWN Network or VH1 or whomever is doing reality shows. Okay, we will see, but currently it looks like it is in the NBC Bravo wheelhouse. Y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about all of it. Like the video, subscribe, hit your notification bell, and I will check you all on the next one.